Okay, this is the second video. We're on Thursday. I'm going to try to keep these videos about 20 minutes. Try to do them concise and not do so much jabberwocky. The videos are going to have probably 3 or 4 oracle cards, daily blessings, a shot of the altar and the peace, the light that's coming through it. Okay, we're going to start with Keystone 4. This is the keystone of movement and journey. And if you're following the keystones, this is through the great shadow work and your awakenings, the things that come along the way to change your life, to completely dismantle and reaffirm, to figure out who you are, to be bold, to know that you are perfect as you are, to change from the inside out. One step at a time, layered upon, and making the soul contracts with yourself that the changes that you're making are permanent. This one, the keystone, marks the beginning of a safe and pleasurable stage of adventure. View each day as a treasure hunt. And whether you're going out just to pay a bill, you're looking for the signs and the symbols that find you on the way, because every day is a treasure hunt. From the time you wake up and take your first breath, you have the mundane things you have to get done through your day, those tasks, obligations, responsibilities. But you take every step as a treasure hunt. Every thought is a blessing, and it's a chance to be the best self at every meeting, every situation, to be the best version of yourself, to give 100%, not for anyone else, but for you. Look for the small enjoyments that bring you joy to your heart. Spirituality, take your gaze away from the mundane, forget the destination and predetermined designs of the past. Even when you must swerve and individual steps may be unpleasant, remember through acceptance, the lessons weight to bear will be a more tender shade. Resistance brings unnecessary stress and anxiety, delay and derailment. Breathe and relax. This keystone draws upon the energies of Rado, and it baits an extra dimension of reunion. Now the time has come when soul contracts are to be fulfilled. People that come into your life, you know the soul contracts when you see them. They may not. But as long as you keep your end of the bargain, as long as you are fulfilling that contract you made coils ago, you keep your end, you're clear. Your path is cleared. The other person must make the sacrifice needed, must fulfill their side, or they were going to be repeating the cycle forever. You authentic in your nature, kind and giving and accepting, bearing the hatchets, putting the stuff behind you, the past, leaving it the borderlands. We change what we can change, and we give the rest up to the gods and goddesses. We take and carry the heavy loads. The people that come into our life, they must do the same, or they're going to bounce off. They're going to bounce off. You've made the commitment. You made the commitment for change. You made the commitment to be happy. You made the commitment. They must make the commitment, or they're not supposed to be part of your life anymore. The blessing to those that in the dark, may the promise of an extended future be the spark that carries you through. May the glimmer of hope be the causeway that keeps you safe. Ground in me when grounding seems like an open-ended book. My grace is deep, my wings are wide. I trace my star across your name. Glide into me and I will breathe the dark within. My beacon takes hold as I weave the golden threads. An embrace that folds around the delicate embers. They will extinguish. I hold them between my lips. As my hands lay firm around your frame, breathe, gentle ones, and know that you are seen, heard, and accepted as you are. Cosmic junctions bring forth the calling of remembrance. Rest in me. So mote it be, so mote it be, so mote it be. To be part of the magic and the healing that's enclosed in this card, all you have to do is put a comment. Automatic, it goes out. And just by hearing the words and being part of the weave, it goes out to you. Direct. If you need complete energy, if you need a single formed connection in the form of a help, reading, or whatever it is, put your comment and we'll figure it out. That was the keystone of movement and journey, because you've begun the path. You've taken the steps, you're starting to make your grounding stones, you're figuring out exactly who, what is supposed to be in your life. You've begun. You've signed the line of the contract to yourself that you will never have a succubus, an asshole. You will never be pulled apart again. The journey's begun. You made the commitment. You believe, and you've taken the first steps of your walk of faith. That was the keystone that starts the journey. Next one, the keystone number 5 of harmony and joy. This is the keystone that indicates a balance of returned well-being. You've made the commitments. You've made your happy list. You're starting to dismantle. You're starting to rebuild. Now, the situations that have been difficult, which have tested your fortitude, your instincts are now in the final stage of resolution, because you know now what you truly need. There's no more compromise on those base needs and wants and desires. We're not putting a face or predetermined design on things, but we've made our list. We've said above, below, and around what we have to not only to survive anymore, but to live. This is not about surviving. You've survived. No matter how old you are or how long this coil is where you're at now, you've survived. You've pulled your ass through with hard work, determination, blood, sweat, and tears. You've given up everything. You have given up everything just to smile for yourself. Now we're going to make sure you keep that smile on your face. Your life is on the threshold of a called for change that will solidify the foundation you have been building. The winds change now. Embrace yourself as long as you strive to maintain it. A balance in all areas of your life is coming in a wave of dreamed of bliss. We're not talking about fairy tales. We're talking about what you deserve. Everyone deserves happiness, and everyone deserves bliss. And all the happy lines merge together in the tapestry of yourself, of your future and your life. It will cover you and all that you hold dear. This keystone draws upon the energies of Wanzhou. The tenet reminds the querent that where the focus lies, whether positive or negative, the laws of attraction, the forces pull all together around us to focus our actions, thoughts, and deeds. We alone set the movements in time of difficulty. We are reminded to focus upon that which brings us joy. And when you're redoing your life, you're confirming your path. You're going to lose things. You're going to lose at least 3 people. One is going to be an acquaintance that never really broke the threshold of friendship. You're going to lose a fucking dear friend. you're going to lose someone that's going to break your heart. Because it can't be any other way. When you are concentrating on making yourself happy, the ones that are supposed to be in your life are the ones that push you up and say, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah, change your name. Or fuck yeah, do your hair. Change yourself. Because we can see it makes you happy. We're not jealous or greedy. We're not going to pull it apart. We're going to push it together. We're going to help you weld yourself together again. The people that are going to start criticizing and saying automatic things because the magic is done. What you see in the keystone. They're actually going to say what they've been thinking the whole time. Some of them, you know who they are. You're prepared. When a person breaks your heart because this is something that is beyond all comprehension and makes no sense, know that when you cut the cords, when you cut, burn, and delete that which does not serve your happiness, you're opening the door to all that will. Job, home, family, and friends. Does not serve your happiness. It's not supposed to be there. This keystone shines upon your relationships, allowing interactions to be of joyous time. They deepen and solidify the bonds and commitments made. The relationships are strained with tension and misunderstanding. Release and let it go. You decide now, with your own free will, what you can put up with. If that person, when you think of their name or see a photo or an object in your home, if it does not bring a smile to your face, it's not supposed to be there. Because bad days aren't included in this. Everybody has bad days. But the authentic nature of someone over and over and over, showing them their true selves, you know in your heart that if you want to be happy, you have to change it. To change it. You can return with clarity. You can return with a calmer mind. That the person returns to. And they will show you exactly what they're thinking. Exactly. The thought, action, word, and deed. They have to deserve to be in your life with respect and kindness and joy and love and light. If they don't bring that to the table, don't sit at the table. Don't sit at the table. Blessing to those who face uncharted views of change. Breathe. Brothers and sisters, let the music of the days after tomorrow glide your heads to rest upon my shoulders. My grace is deep, my wings are wide. Run your fingers across the streaks of calm that lie within my embrace. The sacred mothers hear my whispers, the ancient fathers hear my war cries. When brothers stand beside you, I will let my star be your anchor, tethered to me now when no others remember your name. My wings stretch to meet you as you are, accepted, seen, heard, understood for the person you are. No matter your backstory, they're the stories that fill in the lines of who you are and how you got here. You are accepted at this very moment as sacred and perfect. Sacred and perfect. Anyone that doesn't see that in you should be nowhere near you. Nowhere near you. I am the angel of creation. Heart shuttered upon the black sides of neglect are no longer alone. So would it be, so would it be, so would it be. The last keystone for the day is the keystone of chaos. The appearance of this keystone signifies the primal energies of chaos that we cannot control. Disaster, unexpected events which shake our foundations There is no easy fix for the interference of Hegeles. Refers to the resistance is futile. The winds of change blow through your life now. This is all temporary. These are momentary glitches on your path. Momentary glitches on your path. When you start your walk of faith, there's going to come these little potholes. Some are huge, some are small. You must stand firm and weather the storm. You need to solidify your connections and your convictions to yourself. To yourself. Hold on to that which brings you comfort and solace. And know this is temporary. Know that in this time of sorrow, the forces from above, below, and around are working to create and clear your course, correcting it. It has to be a period of devastation. The easy choice is to go back to where you were. The easy choice is to go back. The hard part is not letting go of the development you've made. The success. This is temporary and it blows over so quickly. So quickly. Do not give in. Correct. This period of devastation was needed for reasons that will become evident very soon. It's temporary. And with dot magic, we can connect it all back and see exactly why it happened, and we give gratitude. We give gratitude that our life was destroyed in bits and pieces, but we have the bits and pieces that are necessary to continue. We have ourselves, our names, our sanity. We have ourselves, and we have a future that we're building. We won't let anyone destroy our future again. We won't let anyone take our own happiness. We won't let anyone take our money. We won't let anyone take our home again. We have found our foundation stones and our grounding. We know who we are. We are bold. We are perfect. We are sacred. You are being forced to reevaluate all which you thought was true. The glamorous illusions of those that have greedy hands and jealous minds, they are now washed away from your coil. When you cut the fucking cords. You have to fucking make the cords. You can do your war jars. You can do what all other things you can do. But until you fucking make the cord cut and say, get out of my life. Done. No more. You have to cut the cords. And if you need help, you ask. The sacred mothers have you now. Do not lose hope. You must lose everything that does not serve your purpose and your happiness. This one had no blessing because there was no more room for blessings on the card. So, I'm going to take Keystone 7. Oh, there's 4 cards on this one. This one is the Keystone of Transition to the Gates of Babylon. And it's necessary because there is hope. There is such hope for the future. This one's going to go a little over 20 minutes, but oh well. This is the Keystone Transition to the Gates of Babylon. This keystone signifies a transition through hardship. This keystone is charged with a tenets of Nadiz. This keystone signifies that the essential needs with an emotional in center is not being met. All other needs are in the process of being solidified. This means we've gone through the basics. We have safe haven, temporary or permanent. We have food. We have shelter. We have a bed. We have a roof over our heads. We have clothing on our backs. This is the time that the emotional work must be put in. The great shadow work. This is the middle of the shadow work. Because all base needs are taken care of. Our spirituality, our magic, our path, all of it is about making the insides match the outside and accepting it as it is. Changing what we can change, giving away what we can't. To whatever name or face you put on it. Morgan, Hecate, Brigaden, Freya, Odin, Thor, Turin, Loki, Michael, Uriel, Raphael, Gabriel, Sandalphon, Shemuel, and Metatron. Whatever name you put on it, it's yours. This is your path. No one gets to dictate how you're going to work it. Whether it's your muggle life, your relationships, or your spiritual path, it is yours. We ask for help and guidance and clarity to put all the puzzle pieces together, because your path is yours and it's not wrong. It's right. We do a lot of the same things. We do it differently. Some are gray. We work both in the light and the dark. Some are dark to light and some are light to dark. Some are pure light, some are pure. It doesn't matter. We are a mixed bag. We are all special recipes. The travelers, the witches, the warlocks, the seers, the healers, the oracles, the mystics. Each path is different, and we are supposed to stand up in joy and recognize people's strengths and their gifts. We may learn from them. Sometimes we can't learn that because it's not one of our gifts or skills, but we appreciate it and then we ask for help, because we all have something very special to offer. A recognition of soul that I'm supposed to know you. You're my people. You're my fucking tribe. You are perfect as you are. This one, I'm going to try to read it, finish it without getting too sidetracked. I'm too sidetracked as it is. I will finish that card next time. If you like the video, subscribe and like it. I'm going to try to do as many videos as possible. I hope you all have a very blessed day and that the light shines through. And if you have questions, ask them. If you need help, ask. Ask. I hope you guys have on Thursday, getting close to the weekend. I hope everybody finds a little bit of joy and bliss on their way. That those be the words of the day, joy and bliss. Bye.